Yeah, so when you typically go on B2B sales websites and stuff, particularly in our world of software, it's always sort of plastic case studies, download this white paper now, just fill in your details, etc. But what was really interesting was the fact that there's not really an empathetic relationship with that. So I wondered if that's perhaps the best approach, if we're saying it's sort of 5 times more powerful to connect with people through stories, then why are we typically as an industry directing people to download hard facts and stories of a boring customer you've never heard of that's save 10% that you don't care about? I just thought it was an interesting point.
That's a great point.
Brilliant.
And you've highlighted one of the flaws or biggest mistakes that most organizations make when it comes to case studies. It's not, you don't relate to it.
They're plastic.
They're faceless organizations that made some savings. They're not about, think about the most attractive model of storytelling that we all love, that Hollywood has made billions from in the last 80, 100 years, the hero's journey. We all want to be the hero in the hero's journey. We can watch a film, we can see ourselves in that role. We read a case study or download a white paper, and the things that we know as consumers in the B2C world that attract us to things, we seem to forget about those things when it comes to B2B. And yeah, it's a really valid point.
So there can be good case studies, but most case studies go like this. ICI had a problem. They were losing this. We came in and they used our software and they saved £5 million. And you read that and you go, and you feel sick, in fact, because it's cold. Because as you say, it's plastic nonsense. However, there is a real story in there. The company's just not published it. And the real story should go something like this. There was a person in ICI called Dave. And Dave's job was to do these things. And he was frustrated. Every day he'd come in and log on and things would fall on his head and smash him in the face and his computer would break. And as a result of that, his boss would shout at him and he'd go home at night and his wife would be wondering why he was so sad.
His wife left him.
His wife left him,
Is that a bad time? Is that a really hard time?
And then Dave reached out for help. So I won't go through the whole story, but it's much more like that where you can see yourself from Dave's point of view.
And a simple tip as well, look at a case study. And again, think about the hero's journey. Who's the hero in most case studies? We helped them do this, we helped them do that. In most case studies, it's the vendor. We are the hero. That's the wrong approach. The hero is not you, the supplier. You're the mentor, your buyer. Dave is the hero. It was Dave's struggle. He was losing. He used your advice and then he won the day. So I think organizations get this, they just get it completely round the wrong way so many times.
And they can be mega powerful. Almost no one does this. So if you've got any input to case studies, go and do this. And that is ask your customer what doubts they had in their head before they moved ahead with you. And publish these doubts in your case study. And then whoever reads that case study is likely to be having the same doubts. And then all the mirror neurons, empathy fires, and they go, oh, that person had the same doubts as me, but they plowed ahead. And that will give the reader of that story a little bit of momentum to keep going and move ahead with you. But everyone's too scared to do that. Doubts